technical issues this morning or this afternoon. I couldn't get it to go orientation, and then I couldn't get it to actually go live when I did. So we're here. Yay. I'm just going to grab this where I am and share it to my page if you guys don't mind. And there we are. I need to turn that off. Where's my... Turn my sound down. Facebook. Paper Happenicity. Let me see. Where are we? Here we go. Oops. Nope. Oh, so I even deleted and reinstalled my app, and then, you know, that all takes a little bit of time. But we got here. Today I want to show you, well, we will be creating a card for paper for this Christmas Stampathon. But before we start, there is a little bit of bookkeeping to do, and I want to introduce myself to anyone who's new here on my channel. My name is Monica Formosa, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Queensland, Australia. So if you see any of the lovely products that I am demonstrating for you today, you are very welcome to talk to me, and I can help you get them into your craft room. There we go, post. All right, okay. So a little bit of bookkeeping before I start. Lots of things happening in June for Stampin' Up, let me tell you. First and foremost, there's a designer series paper sale. 15% off select papers between 1 and the 30th of June. These are all the papers that we've got on sale. The Bright and Beautiful, which is what I'm using today. The Countryside Inn. Delightfully eclectic. Let me just make a little bit of room here so we're flat. I think most of the regular designer series paper, not the specialty papers though, guys, that is not included in our sale. If you want to know more, I would love for you to contact me if you need more information. Hello, Miss Vicky, glad you could make it. And anyone else that is here, and Bev's here too. Vicky, I'm wearing my jersey. Sorry, I just had to stir. It's, for those of you, it's State of Origin Game 1 tonight, which happens to be being played in South Australia for some weird reason. But yeah, and I thought I'd just wear my jersey because you've got to give them a little bit of support. Okay, second lot of bookkeeping is starting on the 1st of June right through to the 30th of June. There's a starter kit plus promotion happening. Normally you would pay $169 and get $235 worth of product of your choice. Okay, so you can add absolutely anything into your starter kit, anything that's in the annual catalog and the online exclusives, including including any of this gorgeous paper that will be on sale. Okay, so that's happening. You will get an extra $48 worth of product in your kit. So it's still the same price, but rather than $235, you will get $283 worth of product. Great deal. If you'd like to know more on that, you are very welcome to contact me. The details for that will be, not the details, my website will be put up in the description box at when I'm finished here. And the link to join my team is there also. So if you have any questions though before you want to go ahead, you are more than welcome to contact me. Okay, this is the lovely card that we will be repeating. The May challenge for the Christmas Stampathon is create a wreath or wreaths. So you can create one wreath as a home decor item, or you can create multiple cards. There's no number, you know, a couple. But the idea of the Christmas Stampathon is that every month they will put up a challenge, and you can enter that challenge by creating, you know, 2 or more cards, 3, 4, 5, 10 if you like, so that it gives you a head start on your Christmas card collection for the end of the year. Okay, so this is what we are repeating today. I have all my bits and pieces cut, but the products that we will be using will be the Petal Park stamp set, and you might have noticed this, I have done a little bit of stamp surgery on this stamp set. The Bough Punch for these lovely punched out leaves. I don't have in the catalogue, in the catalogue there is a I have it marked here somewhere, and I should have marked it a bit better. There is a new stamp set. I don't think it's here. I think it's further up the back, maybe. You know what? If I go to the index, because there's an index in the back of your catalogue, except I don't know what it's called. No, I don't know what it's called. And the ones that I've highlighted are the ones that I've already got, so I always go to here before I go and purchase any new ones, so that I know. Oh, it might be, you know where, no, it won't be in the punches either, because it's not a bundle. I can't find what I'm looking for now. Oh, I feel like I'm getting close. But anyway, there's a stamp set that actually coordinates with that punch. Here we go, layering leaves. So if you have this, it isn't a bundle, but it does coordinate with this lovely Bough Punch. So these lovely images here, these 1, 2, 3, and then you've got the fill in. It has also a lovely dottage stamp, and these two here will coordinate with the smaller punched bit here. This is a $1 million collaboration by Rachel Tasman. So she's actually achieved $1 million in sales over her career so far. And when you achieve that, you get to go to Stamping Up itself, the head office, and you get to design or work with the designers to create your own stamp set. So if you have that, because I'll show you what I did. I cut a strip from the papers. The papers we're using are the Bright and Beautiful 6x6, which is the background paper, and then Fresh as a Daisy, which is the B-side here, and then I've also used the soft shimmer, the Peacock soft shimmer papers, which is I don't know, it's really hard to pick up the shimmer here, but it's a really subtle, really soft shimmer. So what I've gone and done to add a little bit of texture to and dimension to my leaves, I've just gone in and stamped my strip of paper with this watercolor image from Artistically Inked. Okay. Oh, anyone want a cuppa? My husband's just put on the kettle out there, so if anyone wants a cuppa, please come in and help yourself. All right, so, and all I've gone and done is I have punched out, and because I didn't want to waste paper, I've actually cut the strip so that it fits that. Otherwise it'll also punch this out, and I didn't want to waste my paper. I'm a bit frugal like that. And to add a little bit more now, where did that go? Yeah, I'll put that away. And to add a little bit more texture, what I've gone and done is just given these leaves a teeny tiny little bit of a twist with a pair of tweezers, long nose tweezers. So yeah, so I might just go and close my door. So you have this lovely little bit of texture happening, because we all know that leaves aren't flat in nature. Let me shut my door. Hold on a moment. Because he'll also put on his iPad while he's drinking his coffee, and he'll start making a fair amount of noise. Okay, so here is our beautiful soft shimmer specialty DSP. It comes in 5 colors: Berry, Bubble Bath, Lost Lagoon, Night of Navy, and Pretty Peacock. And I've used the Pretty Peacock. To save a little bit of time, I have punched out all my bits and pieces, and I've also stamped and heat embossed my sentiment, Merry Christmas. Okay, so for this card, what I've got is a piece of Pretty Peacock and basic white for the inside. Now, if you're a frugal crafter, even more so, you can cut out the middle section of that, because you're not going to actually know that that's not there behind. And you could cut out enough to use it on the front, because this bit here will go on the front. So you could cut this section out of here and then use this on the front. So that's what I'm going to use on my front. Basic white, a basic white thick card base rather. Okay, so what I've gone and done here, I'll explain what I do. I normally don't give out a measurement, just in case we have, you know, both sets of measurements. The people that need both sets of measurements, it's a bit hard sometimes, but I like to craft in inches, so that's what I'm doing. So that's what I do. So this has gone down. You kind of need a I'll just get my little ruler. So I've gone down for the Pretty Peacock matte layer. I've gone down 1 inch, which is roughly 2.5, and 1 inch again on this side, which is roughly 2.5, and then I've gone down 1/8 of an inch for my paper, which is 1/8 of an inch is probably like maybe 3 or 4 millimeters, but you could certainly round it off to that 5 to make it easier to remember. All right, so that goes there. So that's that. We will stick that on there first. So I have a really narrow border on all 4 sides with that 1/8 of an inch difference. Okay, I won't put that on now yet. First, what I might do is I might add, what was I going to do here? No, I'm going to stamp this for the inside. I had it here, and I need my Pretty Peacock. And I will get a scrap piece of paper. Excuse me while I reach across. I've got a pile of scrap paper over this side. Oh, come on. And I might just stamp off stamp pad. We shall see. Yes, so let's stamp off. And I will get my, let me get my piercing mat because we're using photopolymer stamp here. I'll just ink that up again. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of colour here along the bottom. There we go, just so it's not naked. I'll close up my ink pad because I know what's going to happen if I don't. I'm only asking for trouble. We will glue that on. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit across the top as well. And we will stick that on the inside. Oh no, Lisa. Oh. Gosh. You've got it all through the house. I'm glad. Yeah, like first you were sick and now Quinn is sick and hubby's sick. So all good. If you need to rush away, that's fine, Lisa. I totally understand. Seeing I was a bit late. Okay, now for this, if you really wanted to, you could get something and just draw a circle around that as a guide if you're a little bit, I find it, and use a and I will, it's just a really light pencil mark. Take that away. Oh well, no, you won't actually see that once we're done. And then it's just a matter of working out where you're going to put your leaves. I used and don't worry about going, like, because this is quite a large punched little section, it is a little bit tricky to get those leaves. So I did go off the, see, I did go off that layer, that matte layer, and I kind of went a shimmer and then a couple of, I don't even think that's been, I haven't, just a little bit of, so all I'm doing is putting my tweezers into the leaf, holding it nice and tight, getting my thumb and my forefinger holding it, just giving it a little bit of a twist. All right, so tweezers nice and tight, thumb and forefinger, and just giving it a tiny bit of a twist for a little bit of dimension. I might need to, I think I'm gonna run out of, so this one's going to be, a little bit more sparkly than the others, but that's okay. There we go. All right, so now we've got to kind of glue that on. So we've arranged that. We are happy with that. So let's glue it down. Oof, a little bit too much there. And I kind of line it up with the tip of this one will go roughly there, in line with that first lot of leaves there. Actually, I don't think any of these were twisted, but that's okay because that one's not twisted either, unless it's all come out over time. All right. Can we see? Oh, I've got a little bit of glue here on this finger and everything is sticking because it's glue. Because that's what glue does. Oh, that's great news, Lisa. Okay, so that's good about your COVID then. Not that I really trust those rat tests, because I was having rat tests and it was negative, and then you go and have your other one and it comes back positive. And I don't know whether that was because I had a different strain and that should have been, and it wasn't picking it up, but anyway. Oh, all right, so obviously I've gone, oh no, here, this one, and we'll lift this guy up and just poke him in underneath there, like so. So there's our wreath. Lots of sparkle in this one because I'm just using what I had. Knew I needed so many. Okay, the next thing I want to do is add my sentiment. And I've got a little strip of basic white that's been cut on that angle, and it's actually narrower than the green. And I'll get my snips. Come out wherever you are. And just, I might need to go, yeah, just go a bit shorter because I want the white to poke out underneath. All right, and we'll this side. So, did anyone attempt to make a never-ending card from last week? Sam's here. Hello, Sam. Thank you for joining me. Good of you to pop in. Okay. So there's our sentiment. So that was stamped in Versamark and then heat embossed in white. And I want my little black dimensionals. I'll use the dark ones because these poor little fellas don't get a lot of attention. And because we're using dark cardstock underneath, I thought, you know what? I think it's time you guys came out and had a bit of a play. Because, all right, so the black dimensionals you get in a pack. You get a a pack of 4 sheets, two sheets of the large ones and 2 sheets of the smaller ones, as opposed to the white ones that you can buy separately. And kind of feel like that is a little bit too big. All right, so we're going to put this down here with our dimensionals, and I think I might just stick that on there before I start sticking my embellishments on, because that can be a little bit fiddly. All right, now I had a sheet of lemon. Where did you go? Yes, underneath, of course. All right, so I'm using my black dimensionals. Use as little or as many as you like. I personally don't like saggy bits, so so I use a lot. Don't forget that you can use these side bits as well, guys, because they are very handy in a situation where you need a lot of, if you have a lot of straight edges like this to cover, to hold up. Come on. All right, and I will add a little bit of glue. Oh, no, I forgot my stamping on the card front, but that's okay. I will do that. So on this one, in my background, I have got my leaves that have been stamped, which is why I stamped those leaves on the inside, because I wanted to bring that design into the center. And I've lost my stamp. No, here we go. I will open that up because we've got that in the middle. And all I've gone and done is in the corners, and that probably should be on a piercing mat. This is a bit tricky. And I have cut that image there, guys. Okay, so where's my stamp set? So that's this one, and it's actually one whole image, but I've gone and trimmed it down here, in through here to get, and I've also trimmed my flowers, and I can still put them all together and they will still work as one stamp if I need to. All right, and then I will put one along here, this way. You won't see that in underneath, and maybe, yeah, that will get covered up, just to, there we go. And that will get covered up, that bit in the middle there will all get covered up. All right, I've got my, just adds a little bit more interest. All right, we got that where we need to be. There's a dimensional backing there. Oh, I think that could be. All right, let's take that off now. So the next bit is quite a bit. Oh, Bev, you haven't done a never-ending card? Oh, come on. I think you're more than capable of making a never-ending card. All right, so I'm using these beautiful loose frosted, or what are they called? The loose frosted, that's the wrong side. No, it was the right side. Oh, I've just spilt them. Loose frosted dots from the Irresistible Blooms product suite in the online exclusives. So believe it or not, I've actually used the pink ones here, and because they are have been glued to the green, they actually throw a little bit of yellow and blue and the pretty peacock, which is amazing because I absolutely love it. I didn't think that was going to happen. Yes, Samantha, it's the Bough Punch. So that's what I've used, this one here. And then what I went and did, there is a stamp set. I was just saying at the beginning, there's a stamp set that coordinates with that, and you could easily stamp and then punch to just add a little bit of dimension to your leaves, or texture to your leaves rather. But what I went and did is I used one of the watercolor images from Artistically Inked on my strip of paper, just to add a little bit of texture so that they weren't flat. But this paper is quite it has that brush texture, dry brush texture in it anyway, so you know, you probably don't really need to. It's just me being a little bit more arty-farty. So all right guys, now we are going to add a few of these gorgeous little gems. And this is a little bit time consuming, but it is so worth it. Come on. Come on. Let's see, one of these. And after making 4 of these cards, I've almost used all my pink of the pink embellishments. It also comes with crushed curry and pretty peacock. You don't have to go and do as many as what I'm doing. You know, you can add as many or as few as you like, really. Oh, stay. Has everyone had a good week? Maybe not Lisa, but has everyone else had a good week? we've had a cold week here. It's been quite, well, as cold as it can be in Queensland, but it's definitely a lot cooler here this week, preparing us all for the winter. Winter is coming, as they say. All right, last ones. And using Tombow, they should not come off in theory. Come on. I've just taken the end off my take a pick tool to help me. And I kind of think that there should be one here too. It's looking a bit, there's a little tiny little one here somewhere, just to look, it's looking a bit bare. Stay. Right. Oh my word. You still with me, guys? There's our card. Let me get my bone folder and just burnish that crease, that fold a little bit. And I'm going to put my lid on my gems, on these frosted dots. Put them away. All right, so there's our wreath card. And there's the other one. Okay, guys, any questions before I leave, before I go? Can you see that okay? I kind of feel like my camera's not in the right spot today, but that's the one that was made today. Can we? I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up. You like that, Sam? Thank you so much. Hey, so that's it. A little bit of shimmer with that shimmer paper. And the frosted dots just adds something a little bit special too. And then the stamping, just for something different. You don't have to go and do that if you didn't really want to, but just adds a little bit more interest in the background. So the other alternative would be maybe to add emboss. Just put an embossed piece of cardstock there in the background if that's what you wanted. All right, so that's it. What color gems did you use? So I used the loose frosted dots, Sam, and I used the pink ones. So as you can see, I haven't got a lot of the pink ones left, but I used the pink ones, believe it or not, and they're actually they're picking up the green and throwing the green and even a little bit of yellow depending on the lights. I think my lights could be also a little bit of the problem, not the problem, but I think my lights aren't helping the situation. So, all right. You like this? Yeah, I do too, Lisa. Thank you. Thanks, Bev. Thanks, Sam. Thank you, anyone else who is watching but hasn't said hello. I really do appreciate your time. I know life can get quite busy, but and if you're watching this on replay, once again, I do appreciate your time as well, because yes, life does get busy and it isn't always you don't always get time to do the things that you like to do. So all right, guys, have a great week. Next week I should be here. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I do have a couple of cards that I need to make, but I don't know whether I'll leave it till then, because I could probably show you a version though of what I make. So that'll be interesting. I've got I want to play with some embossing paste for a very special birthday card that I need to make. So I want to play with that. So that'll be fun. And I want to mix it. I actually want to try and mix it with the enamel effects. I haven't experimented yet, but I think mixing the shimmer paste, because you've got two embossing pastes. You've got the matte, and then you've got the shimmer, which has a little bit of sparkle. And I'm thinking adding this with the sparkle will look gorgeous. So that'll be. When's my next in-house class, Samantha? Let me think. The 17th. Let me get Lisa's calendar here, because it's right in front of me. What have we got? Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th. Okay, so guys, yes, I do in-house classes. In case anyone is watching who is local to my area, in-house classes once a month. It's normally around that third weekend, that third Friday, Saturday of each month. And for that, I think I have decided that I'm going to use the Radiating Stitches dies, and I'm going to team it with Wanted to Say dies. So that's what we're focusing on, my product focus for next class. So I have one class, but it's 3 groups. I have a Friday morning class, I have a Saturday morning class, and also a Saturday afternoon class. So if you're local to the Bundaberg and Bargara areas, I do put up an event on my Facebook page, my business page, Paper Happenicity with Monica Formosa. So an event goes up and in there with all the details. So that's happening. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully, all being well, I should be here again next week. Fingers crossed there's no technology issues. I'm glad I got it all sorted and was able to be here. And yeah, have a great week, everyone. Bye. Let's see if I can get my heart. Is that a heart? All right. Love yous all. Bye.